Hi guys, welcome to Darren's Computing Corner, and today we are going to have a look at the installation and the analysis of Feisty Fawn, and we're just going to get everything set up. We're all good and ready to go, and we're going to set up the kernel, and then you get to see all that in action and how it's evolved from the systems, particularly since 2004. So this is the fifth in the line of all the Ubuntu systems. Number 6 even. Yeah, this one's number 6. And oh, look at that. So don't know whether or not. Oh, hello. That's going to be fun. I think we're going to leave it alone for a moment. But I've just had a fault. On that. It's crashed. Oh dear. Bear me one moment, guys. I'm running into a major problem. See you in a bit. Welcome back, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, as I was trying to set up Feisty Fawn, I came across a major hiccup. In as much as every time I tried to do Feisty Fawn, it gave me an error, and it came up with a fault, and of course it caused my virtual machine to enter a shutdown state. And I spent about the best part of an hour trying to get it to work, and I just couldn't. So what we're going to do now is, because I couldn't get it to work, I'm going to do the best thing that I can do, and that's move on to the next system, which is Gutsy Gibbon. And let's see if this works. Guess there's only one way to find out. I'm just going to quickly go into startup because I need to restore the defaults on that. It certainly did better than Feisty Fawn, because Feisty Fawn would stop it around that area and then I'd have had the fault. So there's definitely something wrong with the disk. And then I thought maybe perhaps it might have had something to do with the disk. So I downloaded it again, and I still had the same result. So we're now on Gutsy Gibbon. I like the look of this wallpaper. Yeah, Gutsy Gibbon. So now what we'll do is we'll click install. I like this wallpaper. Right, we want English. Oh, the startup, the install process looks a bit different as well. That's interesting. Let's click next, or forward, it will say. And then we'll zoom into here, because we'll go for London, forward. Obviously I come from the UK. Set up the partition, and now we're going to use the entire disk of the 536. I I've got a second hard drive now, so I need to format that as well before I do anything else. We'll enter the password and we'll click install. And now it's installing the system. You'll format that one partition. Got another hard drive I need to set up. This is going to be really rather fun to look at. Too bad I couldn't get Feisty Fawn to work. But as soon as I come up with a solution on how I can make it work, I will go back to it. But for now, because I'm wasting time, I just need to move on. So we're stuck at partitions formatting at this stage. So join me back in a bit as we move on to the next stage. See you in a bit, guys. Right, we're back, and yeah, it's installing now. We're copying files. Less than a minute remaining. I think maybe perhaps I should have been a bit more patient, because I thought something might have been wrong with this disk because that was stuck at 5%. But this install, the appearance of it, from what I've seen, looks a lot different, particularly compared to that of Edge EF, and particularly Dapper Drake, Breezy Badger, all the way back to Warty Warthog. But Breezy Badger was the first one to have this type of this sort of interface. Breezy Badger was the last to not have this interface because it was a command line install in the end. Dapper Drake was the first to introduce this try before you commit, which I like very much. So we are at 81%. Scanning the mirror. Yeah, that is fine. The security updates on security.ubuntu.com couldn't be assessed, so these updates will not be made available to you at this time. Yeah, that's fine. This is an old system from October 2007. We're at 94%. So this is going to be really rather fun. I'm looking forward to trying out some of these games and applications. I'm just thinking though, I think Nemetris has an update to it. Something's been had the upgrade. But for now, let me eject the CD. It's going to be one of those. I'm just going to have to force a restart. Always a lesson in life, even though it says to disconnect the CD, don't disconnect the CD. That's the fonts had an update on this. I'm liking that already. We got a bit of a wider screen. Nice. So now we're up to Gutsy Gibbon. I do particularly like the look of the fact that these are making subtle updates, but the one thing that I'm not particularly too keen on is the fact that the lifespan, I've just noticed, the typical lifespan of an Ubuntu system is about 9 months. Join me back in a bit, guys, after this. Welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. That was Adam ringing me there, as you heard from my phone. But what we're going to look at is I want to change some of the preferences because they've now all gone into preferences because I want to check the screen resolution on that. And I just want to see what this does. Yeah, that's fine. And then we've got some other bits as well. So let's have a look, see if I can add anything. Another thing I do want to do is saying that it's out of date. But I just want to see the list of applications is not available. Okay, but that's not going to work. What I will do is quickly do the time and date because you've got me in 12-hour mode and I usually do 24. Typically in the UK we go for 24-hour modes. So let's try and look at language support instead. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. Okay, there's one thing I do want to do, and that would be to look at the disks, because I need to format the second disk. But what would be interesting, oh hello, oh look at this, that is really rather interesting. I think I know what one I'm going for. I just want to work out how I'm supposed to get that to 12, from updated from 12 hours to 24. Obviously not that, because that shuts it all down. I would have thought that it would come under date and time, but yeah, clearly not. Yeah, never mind. Let's go into, I'm going to play Nemetris again, because there might be, yeah, look at that. Got enable sounds, we'll have that. Show where the block will land. We've got Tango. We actually have some more themes. So I'm going to do the shaded tango. I do like the look of this thing. Oops, what did I do? Let's try that again. I'm just going to pause that a moment because that's not loud. It's not particularly loud. Yeah, so I'm in with the charts of getting a Tetris. There we go. Watch this. So I picked up 1,200 points there. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. That'll take care of that, and now I will get another Tetris. So you gain a level for every 10 lines that you clear. Making music here. Oops, I didn't want to do that either. Ah, but there's an idea. What's this? Just going to wait for a moment. That would just slot in nicely there. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was after all this time. I definitely feel like I'm making music here. Got a triple there, nice. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Level 4. Right, I've got a triple. Now, if I was to give a name for this beat, I just wonder what I would call it. Level 5. It's going to be interesting. The blocks are starting to get faster. Double. Just to think, I nearly went out at level 2. Oh, nice! If only I can get a line. Whoops. I've got 6,000 points for a Tetris. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I've screwed that one up, didn't I? But then I am on level 6. Yeah, 17,860. Right. Well, in that case, I want to try and get hold of the disk utility if I can, because I've got a hard drive I need to format, and I can't do that if it's nothing showing up. Yeah, let's go to home folder. because I do have one there. Just trying to work out where it is. That's going to be the absolute bind in this. This isn't good. Let's see actually if I'm able to add that. I can't do that. I do. Oh, does it? Can I give you VMware Player? Yeah, it doesn't work though. So file system. Yeah. That doesn't work. Yeah, that's not going to work. Well, wow. What I'll do then in that case is I'll do the disk and just format it that way. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.